Hello, this is Winker Reviews, and today I'll be doing a video on Desperado, about a woman named Weasley who's in her 30s who has a hard time finding love. So much so, she ends up changing her personality in order to please the guy she's dating. After sleeping with him, she thinks he's ditched her by not returning her calls, so she leaves him a nasty email. I actually liked the movie right away because the characters were likable enough. I also went into this not knowing the full plot, and because I didn't know where this was going, it was enjoyable just seeing everything unfold in the first 20 minutes. It was interesting seeing a woman so desperate for a partner that she was willing to hide who she really was. Then the plot gets very stupid very quickly when she gets drunk and sends him an angry email because he didn't call her for 5 days after sleeping with him. And when I say it gets stupid, it gets really, really stupid within a matter of seconds. It starts off very promising, and I'm assuming the plot is going to lead into her just being with this guy and faking who she is around everyone she knows and who he knows, and it eventually gets emotionally exhausting for her, etc., etc. And I was all for that. Instead, it leads to a very unrealistic story about a woman and her friends, who are all in their 30s, by the way, being dumb and trying to sneak into some guy's hotel room in order to delete the message she sent him while drunk. It gets so cliche, and you can see every gag coming. It's very dreary. I was just thinking, like, really, we're seriously going in this direction? I can see the ending a mile away. There's just so many things wrong with this. And I really don't mean to bring race into this, but can someone tell me why in a lot of these white comedies there's always a bestiality gag? There's always a scene that's supposed to be funny where an animal is sexually violating a human. It makes me think that the people who write this stuff have a fetish. There are a few sexually charged gags involving the lead character, Weasley, and it got ridiculous. So much so that there was a scene where a goat shows up, and I honestly thought the goat was about to charge at her and stick its head under her dress. Like, I honestly thought that was going to happen. It was so silly. There was one thing that I did start to like halfway through, and it was how crazy Weasley was and how the other characters were realizing how crazy and irrational she was being. They were calling her out on it, and that made the film seem more down to earth than being a wacky slapstick comedy. But that didn't last long. The movie ends up taking an unforeseen turn that touches on the two best friends. They're with the main character Weasley, and then they part ways and do their own thing and end up having a subplot of their own. And it's so dull, and it seems almost like filler. There was also another scene that delves into this guy not knowing who Weasley's true self is, and I wish they had focused more on that. And something she said that really hit me was, I don't even know if I love that part of me. To me, that was very deep and something that I could relate to. And all I could think was, like, can we please just focus more on this and stop cutting away to the two annoying friends in the subplot? I just thought it was really interesting seeing how someone can truly hate themselves just because other people may not like those qualities about them, when really those qualities make us all individuals and unique, but we can be hated for that. And then we can start hating ourselves and changing who we are, and I really wish they had just stuck with that instead of being silly. Like, you can still be a funny rom-com movie and still have a great message and execute it well. Overall, this really wasn't a bad movie, but it was weird and kind of good, but kind of boring and very cliche, and it was just okay. If you really have nothing better to do, which I doubt many of us do during quarantine, then I would suggest watching it and giving it a shot. I give it a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching.